Hello everyone, welcome back to BioBoot classes. In today's video, we are diving into a very important topic for class 11 biology, the cell cycle. Have you ever wondered how your body grows, heals, or even how a tiny baby develops from just one single cell? Well, it's all thanks to a fascinating process called the cell cycle. It is basically the life story of a cell, how it born, how it grows, performs its function, and finally how it divides to give rise to new cells. Just like we have childhood, adulthood, and old age, cells also go through their own life stages. The cell cycle is the series of events that take place in a cell, leading to its growth, development, and division into two daughter cells. It is a fundamental process that enables organisms to grow, repair damaged tissues, and reproduce. During the division of a cell, DNA replication and cell growth also take place. All these processes have to take place in a coordinated way to ensure correct division. The cell cycle is divided into two main phases: interphase, where the cell prepares for cell division, and the M phase, mitotic phase, where the actual cell division occurs. During interphase, the cell goes through stages like G1, S, and G2, and the M phase includes mitosis and cytokinesis, where the nucleus and cytoplasm divide respectively. In today's video, we are focusing only on the interphase, and we will talk about mitosis in the next video. Interphase is the longest and most important phase of the cell cycle, during which the cell prepares itself for division. Although no visible changes occur under a microscope during this phase, the cell is highly active internally. Interphase is divided into three main stages. So first is G1, gap 1. In this phase, the cell grows in size and it produces proteins and carries out normal metabolic activities. It also prepares the enzyme needed for DNA replication. Next comes the S phase, where the cell duplicates its DNA so that each daughter cell will have a complete set of genetic information. This is the most critical part of the interphase. During this phase, the amount of DNA in the cell doubles, but the number of chromosomes remains the same. For example, in a human cell, if there are 46 chromosomes before the S phase, there will be still the 46 chromosome after the S phase, but each will now consist of two identical sister chromatids connected at a region called the centromere. As you can see here, before the S phase, there are two chromosomes. How do we calculate the number of chromosomes on the basis of centromere? So there are two chromosomes. They are also two chromosomes, but after the S phase, amount of DNA is double. Now there are two sister chromatids. So number of chromosomes are same, but the amount of DNA is doubled. Okay. Along with the DNA, proteins called the histones are also synthesized in this phase to help package the DNA into a compact, organized form known as chromatin. The S phase is highly regulated, and any error during DNA replication can lead to mutation, which may result in cell malfunction or diseases like cancer. Finally, in the gap 2 phase, the cell continues to grow and produces the final proteins and organelles that are required for mitosis. By the end of interphase, the cell is fully equipped and ready to enter the M phase for division. The G0 phase is a resting stage in the cell cycle, where the cell temporarily or permanently exits the cycle and stops dividing. This phase occurs from the G1 phase of the interphase, as mentioned here, usually when a cell has finished growing but doesn't need to divide anymore. Some cells enter G0 temporarily and they can return to cell cycle when needed. For example, liver cells, they can enter G0 and later re-enter the cycle to repair damage. Other cells like nerve cells and heart muscle cells enter G0 permanently and do not divide again once fully matured. That's why damage to these cells is often irreversible. Even though cells in the G0 phase are not dividing, they are still active and perform their normal function. They just are not preparing for mitosis. This phase is essential for maintaining tissue stability, preventing unnecessary cell division, and conserving energy. In summary, the G naught phase acts like a pause button for the cell cycle, allowing cells to focus on function rather than division. And that's a wrap on today's topic, the cell cycle and the stages of interphase. I hope this video helped you understand how cells grow, repairs, and get ready to divide. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BioBoard classes for more easy and clear explanations in biology. And hey, tap the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and remember, biology is the story of life and you are a part of it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.